Hey YouTube, I'm Kenneth Ryan.
And I'm Lindsay Resock.
And we're back with another exciting episode of Fanfiction Friday, where we are finally finishing A Sad Secret, Red Green Yaoi by Izzy Murder. And I'm so excited for this to be over. This has been a nightmare ride, but we're getting to the end. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Power through it. You said we should have stopped after the first session, but we did.
I was right.
You were right. No, because we would have missed out on Same Love, and I think that was literally the best thing that's ever happened. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the previous episode and enjoy that fun shenanigans. And then watch this episode, because then you know what's happening. We are picking up with Chapter 20. This chapter is called Gold, and the forward to this chapter is...
Maybe they adopt him.
Let's see how Gold becomes a part of the family. Green's point of
Maybe
view.
they'll just adopt him, and that'd be perfect.
Maybe this didn't get as many.
No him preg.
Oh, God, I'm scared.
This is so short. Hey, Red! I hollered, and he looked at me.
Yeah?
He asked... I need you to do me a favor. I hugged him.
What is it?
He asked. I know it's storming, but Yellow just called and said a Charmander is stuck in it. Here's an umbrella. I said, taking off running and hiding before he could say no.
What?
There's a Charmander stuck in the rain. Here, take this umbrella, go. Bye.
What?
And then I hide.
What? Okay! Red's point of view. I sighed, walking around in a storm looking for a Charmander with Pikachu on my shoulder. I walked to where, W-E-A-R, Yellow saw it, but couldn't find it. Pikachu jumped from my shoulder and ran into a bush. I followed him, not wanting to leave him stranded.
That's not a prank.
Pikachu was sitting in front of a boy who was crying. Hey, what's wrong?
Should I be gold or you?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise I'm talking to myself. I asked, and he flinched from me.
His parents abandoned him.
He had a bruised eye and a bloody lip. He wore a black and yellow hat that was turned backwards.
A black and yellow that was turned backwards.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
That was turned backwards.
Now there's no hat, oops. And a red jacket with brown shorts.
Well, how should I voice him?
He's a young child, so be whiny.
Go away!
Can you do higher?
Go away!
Yes! He sobbed. It's okay, I said, and Pikachu jumped on my shoulder.
You have a Pikachu?
He asked, and I nodded. The boy was soaked, so I held the umbrella over his head. That's not going to help him, he's already soaked. He sneezed and his face was slightly flushed. Poor kid got a cold. What are you doing out here? I asked.
I don't want to talk about it.
The boy said. Why don't you come...
Girly,
That's fine. Why don't... He's probably prepubescent, you know?
Yeah.
And then they're gonna have sex, but, you know, that's fic.
He's their son in this fic.
Why don't you come with me and I'll make you some soup and get you some dry clothes, I said. He grinned and jumped at me, surprising Pikachu and me. I ended up dropping the umbrella and Pikachu had jumped from me. The bug hugged...
the bug...
Woo! Glad to know that Red really doesn't care about this kid. Oh, dude, this fucking ass pest is hugging me. Get the fuck off. It's like a fucking mosquito. Oh my god.
The boy.
Okay, but the Y is like, you can't really fuck that up.
But the bug hug. So if they accidentally, like, were thinking ahead and wrote...
The bug hugged me tight and cried into my shoulder. I ended up carrying him all the way back to the lab and listened to Pikachu complain. Oh, Pikachu's like, who the fuck is this bitch? You know, back when he could talk. I walked into the door and sneezed. Great, now I got a cold.
Where did the... Who's that?
Green raised his brow. This is, kid, what's your name? Red doesn't talk like that, but now he talks like that. I'm confused. I asked, and realized he had fell asleep in my arms.
Didn't know you were so good with kids' love.
The kids' possessive love.
Oh, that sounds like boys' love, you know, but makes
like
it
Yaoi.
kids, so it's like shada.
Eee.
That's a bad genre.
That is bad.
Ouch, he has a black eye.
Green smiled at me. Why are you smiling, dude? Yeah, I think he has a cold too.
He said sneezing. Don't think he's the only one. Give him here. You go take a hot shower. Are you not reading these things? Read.
I totally zoned out, I'm sorry. Green pulled the boy for me and held him.
Thanks. If he wakes up, make him
This
some
is me, bitch. Thanks.
Sorry.
If he wakes up, make him some soup.
I don't know why I said
Some
make it.
soup?
I said heading up the stairs.
That's me!
I know.
Now it's you. Now it's Green's point of
I was looking
view.
at the Green's point of view thing, so I'm like, I'm reading.
Green's point of view.
I started making chicken soup after laying the boy down on the couch. Gramps stopped in front of the boy and stared at him. Oh geez, I knew what was coming, although it was always funny.
What's coming?
I don't know. Oh, Gold's point of view, so this is me too.
Lindsay gets a Gold's point of view.
I opened my eyes slowly and saw a old man staring at me with a huge grin.
Oh my god, they're like throwing... This is actually kind of cute, throwing to the game.
Yeah.
Are you a boy or a girl?
He asked. What the? I'm a boy! I shouted, and I heard laughing from behind me.
You.
Never gets old. I turned around to see a guy with green eyes and brown spiky hair sitting 2 bowls down. What doesn't get old? I saw the guy he saved me from the rain walking in and I saw the guy he saved me from the rain walking in and sitting at the table.
The question I asked you.
The old guy said, laughing and walking away. You mean that boy or girl thing? You asked me that while I was asleep in my house. Oh,
This is me. You mean that boy or girl thing? You asked me that while I was asleep in my house.
The guy said. He had red eyes and jet black hair with a red and white hat on. Oh, this is me again, okay. Hey kid, come get your soup, the green-eyed kid said. I got up and sat down at the table.
What's your name?
The red-eyed one said. I'm Gold, I whispered.
Well, I'm Red.
I dropped my spoon and stared at him. Oh no, Red, I think you broke him, the green-eyed guy laughed.
Shut it, Green.
Red hissed, then laughed. Red and Green? The champion and the researcher? I asked, and the both nodded.
The both. I'm Professor Oak. No one asked you, old man.
The old man said, making me stare at him in awe. No way! This is so cool! I shouted.
That's literally the chapter. What happened that was even remotely significant?
They met Gold. I don't know.
Who the fuck is Gold? What the fuck?
Their adopted child who was abused by his family,
This
so
is
he
like
ran away and
filler as fuck. Next chapter. Alright, so we are on chapter 21 called Gold's Past and a Family?
Question mark?
There's no forward to this. So we're just gonna... Oh, I didn't use a Pokemon pun. You know, flamethrower and shit. That's what we're doing. We're gonna fly into this one.
Hyper beam.
Pikachu. Red's point of view. So, you have a Pokemon? I asked.
Yeah, I have too.
Gold smiled at me.
What are you talking about?
Green asked, walk outside to us. Pokemon, I said.
I got a question. I thought you two were rivals, so why are you two here together?
Gold asked us. Ellipsis. I just stared at him, not sure what to say.
Well, Red probably won't say it, so we are in love. Cool. You guys are such rebels.
What?
Rebel.
Gold said.
If you
hey,
say
hey,
so,
hey,
kid.
guys, new name for the LGBT community, Rebels.
If you say so, kid.
And then the Straits can be the Empire from fucking Star Wars.
Green said.
Yeah, Green said. This is you.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Can I ask you one more question? My sister Crystal is in trouble. My Pokemon are not that strong. I'm just worried about her.
What the fuck?
Gold started crying.
What the
You
hell
read
does this
these
have to do
things?
with anything? Gold started crying, but what the hell does this have to do with anything?
They meet him, they save him, his sister's in trouble, they help him. It's a quest.
I'll help you, I said, making Gold smile.
You want me to stay here?
Green asked, and I nodded.
I think this is the little boy.
Yeah.
Won't you need help? Team Rocket is pretty strong.
I froze, and a chill went up my spine, but I shook it off. Me and you can handle it. I smiled at him and gave Green a kiss on the cheek. Pika! Pikachu held up my belt that had my team on it. Let's go. We can take Charizard.
Charizard.
Charizard. There's an I in there, you know, it's supposed to be Charizard, whatever. I said, taking off and running with Gold following me.
You have a Charizard! Charizard!
That's wrong, that's Charizard.
Charizard!
God. And then she misspelled it here and then spelled it right finally here. Go, Charizard, I yelled, and Charizard roared and stretched his wings.
So cool!
Gold said. Where are we going?
Johto.
Gold said. This trip may be longer than I thought, I said, hopping onto hoping onto Charizard's back and then helping Gold up on him.
This sentence. I said, hoping onto Charizard back and then helping Gold up on him.
God. Charizard, to Johto, I hollered, and he took off.
So cool.
I heard Gold say. Okay, Gold, what town? I asked.
Mahogany is their main base.
Gold hollered. Charizard, you heard, as in like a herd of cows. Him, I said. Pikachu was holding on tight to me as Charizard hit full speed. Gold's point of view.
We landed and let Red Charizard take a breather. It was late anyway, and Red built a fire and sat down petting his Pikachu. I thought he didn't know how to build a fire. He was so incompetent with that at the beginning.
Well, now he's had sex,
I mean, he
so
was sick or whatever, though.
He's capable of everything.
I don't know. I sat next to him and looked at him. He sighed and poked at the fire with a stick.
How old are you, kid?
Red asked me. 10? How old are you?
I'm turning 18 soon. You know, I started my Pokemon journey when I was your age.
He told me, still expressionless. Of course, that's when everyone starts their Pokemon journey. 10. Really? I asked, and he nodded.
Where is your parents?
Red asked me. His eyes locked on mine, and they looked so cold, yet underneath I could see kindness. They're dead, I said, looking at the fire.
Gold's a fucking orphan.
And his sister. How old is his sister? She older, and she's gonna be like, okay, bye, and then he's gonna stay with her. Or is she younger, and they're both gonna come together, the family?
Did you notice that it's their dead as in there, as in the opposite of where?
They're dead.
I'm sorry. You can stay with me and Green if you want. We'll have to move out since there is not enough rooms at the lab.
Red said, and I glanced at him. He had a smile on his face, looking into the sky. Like a family? I asked.
Yeah.
Red said, silling, then went back to emotionless, smiling, I guess. Why do you do that? I asked. Ellipsis.
Ellipsis.
He looked at me, not saying a word. It's kind of like we're bonding, I said.
What? Yeah, Green. Get out of here. Get out here.
Red yelled, making me look at him confused, and sure enough, Green walked out of the shadows. Green? I asked, and he smiled at us. Sorry, I'm clinging.
They literally changed personality types.
Yeah.
They literally changed personality types. What the fuck? You weren't a week ago.
Red said, raising a brow in a challenging manner. I said I was sorry. Green frowned and sat next to Red.
I know. I'm just teasing you.
Red grinned at Green. So Red only smiled when Green was around. Maybe one day he will always smile. So what was this talk about a family? Green asked, and Red blushed. Red said me and my sis could come live with you two, I said, grinning. Did he? Red, you're such a softie. Green smiled.
I know.
Red smiled again.
That's it. That's fucking it. Hey.
Nothing is happening anymore.
Do you guys want to know what's really cool? Even though nothing's happening, we are at the last fucking chapter. So, join us for the last chapter of this fic. We're almost done! Yeah! We are here, finally, with the last chapter of A Sad Secret. This chapter is chapter 22. The forward to this chapter is, I think Green was just worried about Red, lol. Good luck, guys, and hope you get Crystal back. Comment, vote, follow. Winky Face D. Love you guys, Izzy. Aw, for her last chapter, she reminded us that she loves us.
It's not complete.
That makes me happy. Okay, Green's point of view.
What you're talking?
Green, wake up!
Red said. I woke up and smiled at him. Gold was petting Pikachu. Alright, I'm up. Let's get moving, I said, calling out my Pidgeot and hopping on it. Hey, actually was hopping this time.
Yay!
Red and Gold hopped on Charizard. We both took off and finally reached Mahogany Town before nightfall. I recalled Pidgeot and sent out Umbreon, who was happy to see Pikachu. We headed into a big build that Gold pointed out to us.
Wow, the big milk. That's what all these grammar mistakes make me think of. We got to be quiet,
Red said as we snuck past some grunts and headed up the stairs. Crystal should still be on the third floor, Gold whispered, and a grunt spotted us. I got this, Green said, and Red nodded at me and dragged me up to the third floor. But Green is the one in the point of view, so if he's dragging me up to the third floor, and Green is staying behind.
You know what? Just changed it to Gold's point of view.
Yeah, so.
And now it's Gold's point of view, so.
Yeah.
Oh, let me give Price a voice. What's a good one? Look who it is.
Red stopped in front of me. I peered around him to see Price smiling at Red.
Price.
Red growled, glaring at him.
So Giovanni's pet has returned.
Price said. Giovanni? I asked, and Red frowned at me.
Gold, is that you?
You're the girl.
Yeah, I want to be her too.
I looked over to see Crystal behind him, chained up. Why is she chained up?
This is some BDSM porn shit. Give us the girl, and I promise I won't kill you.
Red hissed.
Never. She's my pet, just like your Giovanni's pet. Yes.
She's like 7.
That's so
Because she's younger than him, I guess, based on the picture.
Oh, God.
And she's pedophile, Price said, and Red looked pissed.
Charizard!
He yelled, sending Charizard out.
Go seal!
Price yelled.
Gold, help!
Crystal yelled. This is like all
You think a fire type can beat a water type? Yes.
Price asked. I snuck past him and shushed Crystal.
Yes, I do.
Red said, looking calm.
Who is that?
Crystal asked. Red. I smiled at Red, who nodded. What? They're trying to be quiet, why are they talking to each other?
This is you, by the way.
Yeah. Our new dad, or would be, or would he be, our new dad, or would he be mom, or whatever, I said, sending out Totodile.
You can be Totodile. Do you know how to do a Donald Duck voice? Because that's what Totodile's literally like, tuck, tuck, tuck. I can't do Donald Duck, but
I can't
it's
either.
like that. Just doing a thing. You can be...
He said.
You get to be Totodile, so do a voice.
Screw you. I don't think it's a T. Is it supposed to be a T?
I think so.
It might, but it just looks wrong for some reason.
A little.
Totodile, can you bite through these chains? I asked, and he tried, but failed because they're so weak.
Pikachu, Iron Tail!
Red said from beside me. Pikachu broke the chains easily, and Crystal smiled at him.
Thank you!
Crystal said.
He didn't touch you, did he?
Red asked, and I looked at my sister. She looked like she was about to cry and nodded. Oh, okay. Child rape. I hugged her tight, and she started bawling her eyes out. Red looked really mad now. He turned on his heel and looked at Charizard with cold eyes.
Child rape.
Yeah.
The last chapter deals with child rape.
Oh god. This is a good reaction, actually.
Did you say let's go, Crystal?
No. Let's go, Crystal, I said, walking past Price.
Charizard, use Flare Blitz.
Red said coldly. But Price don't have any Pokemon out, I said, and Red hugged me and my sister tight as Charizard attacked.
Don't look. Just go find Green.
Red told me. Okay, I said, and walked my sister down the stairs. Green saw my sister crying. I hugged her tight, saying it was okay and he would never let this happen again.
Let's go home.
Red smiled. Okay, I said. Red put his hat on my head, not really showing emotion, and told me to stop crying. Green petted Crystal on the head, telling her the same thing with a smile on his face.
Just want you guys to know that Red is the only person to have killed anyone over the course of this book. He's now got two notches in his death count. Listening to Demons by Imagine Dragons, this is So Red's song, Poor Crystal. Check out my new Pokemon Yaoi story with N and Black.
Oh, God.
Maybe we will
No.
for another session
So this is the last chapter?
of Fanfiction Friday, but this is it. We are fucking done.
11 days ago, someone told them to update. Oh my god.
22 days ago, someone told them to update.
I think was that the
3
same
months
person?
ago, someone asked them to update. 4 months ago, someone said looking for a new chapter. 9 months ago, said could you please update?
So it was at least 9 months.
Update, please.
At least 10 months. At least a year. 2 years.
Yeah, so 2 years ago
No updates
was
in the
the
future.
last time that this was done. So we're done. We are done with A Sad Secret Red Green Yaoi. Like, she just dropped it. That's the end. That's all the closure you're
Moving
gonna
on
get.
to End in Black, and that's it.
I'm ready. Ooh, yeah, there's a new End in Black Yaoi. Hey, maybe we'll read it for another episode of Fanfiction Friday. But I'm so happy that we stuck through with this because some great things came of it.
Just pretty much Macklemore.
Pretty much Macklemore. It was worth sticking around for that. Yeah, if I had to give this a rating on like a scale of 5, I'd give it a negative something. Probably like a negative 12.
Yeah.
It was not, you know.
Yeah. For the last thing, just something that's weird. It's like Red put his hat on Gold's head. Gold has a hat.
He was double hatting it, dude.
Like he wears his hat backwards.
You gotta
and then
double
Red's
bag
hat
it.
was on forward, so he's got.
Yeah, so he's got like 2 brims, so he's like a helicopter. He spins his head fast enough to like fly.
Yeah. And then they're telling Crystal not to cry.
Yeah, don't worry, you just got raped.
Don't cry.
And we killed your
Well,
rapist.
maybe I'm not sure how long she was there.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I just.
And then we're
look,
just like burned to death, and there's no screaming or anything apparently.
Yeah, Price just died. You know.
Use whatever Flare Blitz or something. But he doesn't have any Pokemon.
Toadhook.
No. Oh, sorry. I thought he did. Whoops, my fault completely.
Too late.
It was an accident.
Towards the
Officer
end of
Jenny.
this, like, things just fucking got, like... There was no coherent plot anymore. There was never really a coherent plot, but, like, this felt really, like, just random.
Yeah.
And it had no... Like, look, we're done, we did it. You guys can say you've officially sat through what's probably the worst fanfiction ever that
Well,
I've
you can
read.
say that. I doubt anyone watched all of them through. They're like, okay, I'm gonna just wait till they finish this fan fiction and come back later. Yeah.
Hey, you don't know that. Some people might...
Maybe.
We might have some loyal fans out there who love Fanfiction
We
Friday.
can be entertaining enough, maybe,
To
that
which-
they might stick through.
And I think we're pretty funny. I always laugh when I watch these, so... So, hey, if you have been watching us from start to finish, you're awesome. I love you. Never stop being cool.
We should give them a prize.
We should. So...
Want a boob?
What a boob picture. Wow.
Uh,
So, thanks, for sticking through this one with us. It was a, right.
it was a trip.
It was,
It was an experience.
yeah.
Like Garnet from Steven Universe.
I'm very glad that it's done, and that I never have to touch it again, so, yeah. Leave a better fic down below, and we will read it. Please be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we have awesome new content coming out every week. And, until next time, stay awesome, read more smut. Toodles!
Toodles.
I always do, like, a weird finger thing. I don't know why. Okay,
Wait, it's a bird.
we're done.
What's the one thing from Airplane or whatever? It's like, can you make anything of this? Yes, a hat, a brooch, or a pterodactyl. And it's just that movie is so weird.